I am almost healed. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's the morning God. It just came. Want to say hello to everyone, and especially Lead Farmer 73. Seen a lot of your videos yesterday. I was just watching one after the other. Um, Also, I had an opportunity to watch one of Food Forest Permaculture videos. But everyone out there that said, feel better, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Here's what's going on, folks. I had a fun time in the garden this morning. First of all, the house was completely hot when I got up. Well, very hot, uncomfortably warm. And I got up and went in the garden, and it was so cool and refreshing. And I said, oh my goodness, I want to stay out here. The birds were carrying on with all of their activity, but I went out there to plant some corn. And I started to plant the corn like I used to do years ago because you fall into bad habits sometimes. I grabbed the hoe, I started hoeing through, and I said, wait a minute, I don't want to do this way. I want to do it the way that makes it better for the plant and easier for me. I grabbed the fork, which is wood and steel. They call it a manure fork. 8-inch chimes on it, and I dug down, flipped, went back 2 inches, dug down, flipped. Because anytime the soil is real hard, I go back 2 inches. Real soft, 4 inches. But I went back 2 inches because it hasn't been moved around since last year. And I flipped. The soil got light and fluffy and full of air. And now got me a space about 30, 35, maybe 40 inches across and 40 inches wide. That's all I wanted at the time. Morning. And I flipped the soil. It was light. I dug the chimes down 8 inches deep. Would have went deeper if the chimes were longer. But I went down 8 inches deep. And once I did that, I sprinkled the corn seeds on top, which I soaked overnight for about 8 hours or a little more. They were ready to go in the ground. First, I sprinkled down the bean seeds, dry beans I grew last year or the year before that or the year before that. Sprinkled those down, sprinkled down the corn, and simply raked them in with a rake that I've been using for years. I raked them all in, and it came out beautifully. Whatever was left on the surface, maybe about 3 seeds left on the surface, I poked those in down to about an inch, inch and a half. No big deal. Watered them in with rainwater and also what's that fertilizer I like to use? Which fish emulsion. I didn't need to fertilize anything, but I just did. I just did. It's a habit. Watered everything in. Those seeds should be jumping out of the ground in a few days, not even 7 or 10 days before that, because of the process of soaking the seeds, the corn seeds overnight and put them in the ground. But I was sleeping so good this morning. I said, oh, I don't want to get up right now. I don't want to get up right now. And I didn't want to get up because I was sleeping so sound. But I said, look at that sun out there. You see that sun beaming and it's getting ready to come up. You better get out there and put those beans in the ground and that corn. Get up now and get it done, because if you don't, you're not going to do it. I got up. I forced myself up. My knee is still hurting from my injury, but I said, no, this is not going to stop me. I'm walking. Today I am walking. Good morning. And I got up. I took my slightly hurt knee, which is healing beautifully. Thank everyone for sending me feel better greetings and all. I appreciate that. But I got out there and the corn looked pretty the way I planted it. See, I plant my stuff. Some people plant in rows, some people plant in whatever. I'll put it in the ground and that's it. I do not do anything pretty. Excuse me. I don't do anything pretty. I do what works. And when I looked at where to put them at, I said, no, put them over here because you've been thinking about that for a few days. Put them right in this area here. Now, tomorrow, yeah, in goes the watermelons, in goes the squash and things like that. I got to get that stuff in there because I've been procrastinating all year long. And I got to tell you, folks, for me this year, still got to figure out why it was so hard to start uh, growing seeds this year. Why did they keep dying? Why did they keep failing? They kept failing. And I'm thinking, I'm using a different fertilizer, and this stuff has got to be strong. It's got to be strong because I put some on a plant that was of mature age yesterday. And I looked at the plant today, it looked like the plant was failing. So I said, okay, strong fertilizer. Now, what will I do with that fertilizer? From here on out, it's going to half strength. That's it. Half strength. It's going to half strength because I'm not going to be making, mistakes like that because I know better. Let's see. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Debbie. Good morning, Debbie. Okay, let's see what we got up here. Are you having the beans climb up? Yes, I'm having the beans climb up the corn stalks because for many years I've heard so much about it. I said, why not? And if it works, which I believe it will, fine. If it doesn't, fine. No big deal. No loss at all. Let's see. Plant corn first, and then the beans will collaborate. Well, the only thing I did with the beans and the corn is I plant them at the same time. If it works, it works. If not, bada boom, bada bang. No loss. But I planted my favorite corn, peaches and cream. If you go to the stores, if you see any there, save some for me, please. I appreciate it. I love those beans. Excuse me, that corn. A fellow gardener gave me some seeds 5 years ago, and I accidentally planted them and fell in love with them. I don't even want any other corn. I just want that corn, peaches and cream. Peaches and cream. Beautiful, beautiful corn. You can eat it right off the stalk. Well, it's raw. It doesn't even matter. Yeah, peaches and cream. Love when raw. Yeah. You grew it years ago. What made you give up? Because it was that good. Don't give up the peaches and cream. Peaches and cream is incredible. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you. Peaches and cream. Before peaches and cream, I had no idea. I used to just grab a pack of sweet corn, and that was it. I didn't even pay attention to what it was. Only thing I know is I grew it, and it was just corn. I thought this out. No thrills, nothing. Just corn. But when I got the peaches and cream, that was it. I was done. I loved it. It was incredible. So I got this tradition now. Grow in your garden what you absolutely love. You were in a community garden at the time when you grew it. Okay, okay. Now, there's a store called right now. I'm going up there tomorrow to buy some more peaches and cream corn. They got it in a little bag. Um, what's the name of the store called? Lowe's. I think it's under $4. And I really don't want to buy that much because I'm not gonna eat that much corn. But Peaches and cream. Incredible. This will be my first time growing. I'm going to. Heirloom varieties produce more corn. Heirloom. Wait, excuse me. I'm sorry. Not heirloom. Hybrids. Hybrids produce more corn. Mm-hmm. Somebody came in the room. Nope, they're already here. They just said, "Good morning, Debbie." And I like that when people speak to each other. Um, the thing about it is, just grow what you love. And remember my old technique I kept telling everybody. I mean, you feed that soil. That's it. Don't. I mean, when I put that in the ground today, and I put that water on top of it, and I love the fact. I love the fact that I'm using rainwater. I love it because rainwater to me is just perfect for a plant. Just perfect. Um, and it keeps my water bill down. Have anyone been hearing what we're going through up here in Baltimore, dealing with the records that were stolen from the city's computer system? And now they don't know who owns what owns what, and who's and what, and they don't know. But the ransom date is over, and they sent them a note saying all of the materials have been deleted, and since you did not pay the ransom, blah, 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 whatever. So I'm going to see if I get a water bill this month because I'm accustomed to paying my water bill and on time. I always pay my stuff on time anyway. That's just the morning garden. All my stuff is paid on time. I don't care. I mean, I got that habit. I got that from my father years ago. That habit. If I have it, they get it. They don't. If I don't have it, then they can't get blood from a turnip. Stolen city records. That's the best way to say it. Stolen city records over the computer system, and it allowed them to hold it as ransom. And the mayor was brave at first. He said, "I will not pay any type of ransom. It won't come this way." And so he did that. A couple of days go by. He says, "Well, I'm considering all my options, and I would never do that. I would never on earth. I'm glad I'm not the mayor of the city. I would never cave in. I don't care what the weight is. You're not going to hold a city hostage and think that this benefits because once you pay again and again and again. And then on top of that, you bring others in to say, man, you want to make a big score? Do this." And they know that it works because it's been effective in the past. Oh, no, we can't have that. We can't have that. Hey, morning gardener. Be more. I said, baba do boo boo. Weedy do weedy do weedy do weedy do weedy do weedy do 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 do. Let's see. Hey, morning gardener. Be more. Oh my goodness, he want his mortgage wiped clean. Okay, right here in Bmore. I didn't know he had any gardeners in Bmore but me. Oh my goodness, somebody from Bmore and in Baltimore. What do you grow, my friend? Are you growing any? Are you growing a garden this year? Of course, should I have. In Baltimore for a wedding this summer. Okay, okay. The champagne room comes to mind when you say that because that's where all the natives tend to have their weddings at the champagne room. Champagne room. Yep. I did some wedding singing there as well. Nerves is on the what, but I got there and said, Barry White, you'll never find as long as you live. And did some of that, and the crowd loved it, and I loved it, and like that. I said, when are you going back to the singing intro? Oh my goodness, you remember that singing intro? I remember it was like, "This is the morning garden show. This the morning garden show. This the morning garden show," or something like that. Yeah, that was years ago. I appreciate you bringing that up. Oh, thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness, this is something. Um, the morning garden. Oh God, if I could. Oh my God, where can I get a copy of that so I can attach it back to the. I remember that. Yeah, I said I would have this intro. It would be the morning gardener show's intro. I think I might go back to that. It's just fun doing stuff like that. Oh man, I could do that. I could do that. I thought I'm just coming up with an idea how I would do it. Okay, all right. Thank you for that idea. I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. C. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Let's see. Oh yes, try the corn seed. Definitely try the corn seed. It's called peaches and cream. Peaches and cream. Can you say it for me one more time? Peaches and cream. It's so good. It's creamy, sweet. And I don't know what would happen if you put them on a grill and cook them in the husk. Don't tempt you to take them out of the husk. Plant them in the husk. And with your steaks or your chicken or your fish, um, and you just enjoy yourself. And if you go out and catch any fish and put on the grill, oh my goodness, it's incredible, absolutely incredible. We are living in a city where we get 20 minutes away from any direction of going towards water. Here in Baltimore City or Baltimore, Maryland, and you could go and get you some crabs, the good kind, the good kind. And you could get you some crabs, and once you, I'm just being silly, folks. I'm just being silly. I feel good because I finally got my corn in the ground, and using the pitchfork, as I tell people, please buy that pitchfork, buy that manure fork. It's metal. It's at Walmart. It's like $8. I've had it now 10 years. The fork is made durable. You stick it in the ground, lean back, lean back, lean back, and you stick it in the ground and lean back. And when you do that, you're going to see um, that you can lift this heavy clay soil up, come back about another 3 inches or 2 inches, all the way down, lean back each time in the ground, lean back, and you will loosen that soil up 8 inches deep, folks, allowing the roots to penetrate down to that depth. And whatever you do, if you can avoid digging in your soil, do it. Do it. Let me ask you something. I'm asking the room a question here. Did anyone, in all honesty, till their garden this year? Did anyone till their garden this year? Beautiful. I don't think anyone tilled this year. I don't see any mentions up there. I said, what do you mean till? Like you till the soil with a machine. You break it up, loosen it up, go through it with a machine, gas powered machine, or well, electric in some cases now. I only do containers. Containers are good. Mindful of the watering. Keep your eyes on the watering because that's the only setback from that. Keep your eyes on the watering because they do. Okay, till. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Thank you very much. Thank you, till. Tilling is a process of churning up the soil, ripping up the biology's homes in your soil, tearing down their homes and livelihoods of survival, running them screaming, scared away from your garden. Is the best way I can put it. Hope I wasn't being too sarcastic. Because you don't want to you don't want to do that if you don't have to. I don't do it anymore. I stopped. Um, I know that a lot of people do it because they say, "Well, I want my soil soft and fluffy and everything." But what happens when you do that is when it rains, the soil packs right back down the way it was. In fact, it packs up even more, and it creates a smooth surface on the top where you see the cracks in your soil. If you're seeing cracks all in your soil, that means that that soil is pretty much kind of beat up a little bit. So you want to stop all tilling. You want to stop it if you want your grass and vegetables and fruit to grow. You want to stop all the tilling, and you want to start doing some of the programs like I do, like chop and drop, or you want to do a covering on the soil. A lot of things that cover soil, like leaves, straw, um wood chips. A lot of things will cover the soil. You want to cover the soil, always keep it covered. Now, my soil is always covered, whether it be short weeds growing, whether it be chop and drop. When the weeds grow up, I go through it with a weed trimmer, chop everything down, and keep chopping them down as the year goes on. They grow a little less, and then I plant in between all of the weeds with my garden. Yeah, see, man. So that's how I do it, and that's what I do. Yeah, containers. I did some containers, and I did some containers, and the other part I did was come on now, containers, and the other one was in the ground, and I'm utilizing both. I got potatoes growing in containers. I got sweet potatoes growing in containers. Um, and I got kale and collards growing in containers, and I'm going to grow kale and collards in the ground, in front of me, and behind me, and beside of me, wherever. Did you say low selling bag? Yeah, peaches and creams, the little bag. If you buy them in a pack, I went up Walmart. When I went up Walmart, I found the peaches and cream. They were in a pack for 50 cents. If you find them up there, 50 cents, get those. It's a much better deal. Um, 50 cents a pack. You get you about 4, 5, or 6 packs of that. They'll last for next year or whatever. And you just typically take them and soak them overnight. If you want them to grow faster, you just soak them overnight. 8 hours you want to do basically, and bring them out there the next day and put them in the ground. And because they're filled with water, they will begin the process of growing strong. That's what they'll do, and that's what you want to do. I see. Yeah, you can do that. Let's see. I pulled and dropped with the containers. Remember, folks, if you can't, this is for all the folks out there that can't afford to fertilize their plants once a week because because fertilizer is expensive, it's through the roof. It doesn't make sense to cost that much, but it does because folks, you are buying. Say it with me now. You are buying farm waste, grounded up leaves, grounded up crap from chickens and uh, whatever else they can think that they could grind up and cook and put into a bag. That's what you're buying. and it's trillions of tons of that stuff out there, and they're selling it for arm and a leg. Why? Because they know it will sell. They know it will sell. It will sell. There's no question about it. It has a dynamite track record that it sells. So that being said, if you got weeds out there, if you got grass clippings out there that you're not spraying any chemicals on, that's the key. You pull them up, put them in a bucket, or you put them I put mine in a trash can, 32-gallon trash can. You can look back at some of my videos. And you put them in a trash can, and you take those suckers and leave them there for about 3 weeks. I use rainwater, but you can use, if you do use, and one guy, wait a minute, here's what gets me. If you don't know what you're doing, no disrespect to any of the guards out there, it makes me sad when I see this happen. If you don't know what you're doing, or you're still learning, or you're still trying to get the hang of it, please don't send videos out showing people how to garden if you don't know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, don't do that, because you set somebody else back. If you're not sure of it, if you did it years and years and years and it works, and it's solid, and use it. Yeah, put it out there, but don't. He had a gentleman out there. He was showing people how to make fertilizer out of weeds and grass. And here's what he did. Excuse me, folks. I'm okay. I just got to get over this real quick. He was telling you that there's only one weed to use. He kept saying, use comfrey, use comfrey, use comfrey. And all the videos are saying that. Use comfrey, use comfrey. You can use any of those weeds. They're all weeds. That's one thing they got in common. They're all weeds. They're all plants. They're all made up of organic matter that will it's food for another plant. Okay. Excuse me. Dandelions, grass, all that works. So, that being said, when you make this tea, if you make it in a 5-gallon bucket, if you're making it in a 32-gallon bucket, it doesn't matter. Use rainwater if you can get it. Use rainwater if you can get it. It's the best. Second of all, if you can't get rainwater, if you fill it up from your house, there are chemicals in that water, bleaches and all that stuff. Try to let that water, please let that water sit there for at least 48 hours or 24 hours or something. Let that water sit and let that stuff evaporate out of there before you put your daggone weeds and grass in there. Because when you have, and then he was argumentative about it when I tried to help him out. He was argumentative about the situation. So I said, okay, don't argue with him. He got it set in his ways. That's the way you want to do it. You take the weeds, the water sitting there for 48 hours is best. I like 24 hours is good. Put the weeds and the grass down in there about a quarter full or more. There's no exact science to it. And they will rot in 3 weeks where you can actually start using it. The reason why you want to, because all these weeds are teeming with biology. They're teeming with biology. Why would you want to take all that biology, put it into a bucket filled with bleach and other chemicals that's designed to kill bacteria, and then let them sit there and then hope that they build back up their numbers by the time you use it? Come on, man. And he was argumentative about it. And I said, don't do that. Rainwater, or if you're using tap water, let it sit for a number of hours, 24 to 48 hours. Let it sit in there. It's not going anywhere. Then add all your weeds and your grass to it. And then you got some good stuff. You dip it out after you stir it up. Dip it out. Don't put your hands in it. I learned a lesson from that. It will cause itching. Use rubber gloves. And when you dip it out, put it in a container that you're going to use. Use 1% of it, 1 part to 10 parts water. That's all you're going to do, folks. And the water should be rainwater. And if you use it in from your house, it's got to be sitting for a while, folks. You cannot just you cannot feed your plants. I mean, they'll grow with the minimum amount of bleach that's in it. But why would you want to set them back if you can help it? Don't do that. Don't set your plants back intentionally when you know. If you don't know, that's one thing. If you don't know, but if you do know, don't set them back. Just have them just growing and growing strong. That's what you want. You don't want to be putting bleach in there. Yeah, I remember. What they won't tell you. Okay, I got somebody on here that uses rainwater. Let's see, this is the rainwater for their plants and compost pile. Beautiful, beautiful. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong using rain. It's look. Let me tell you something. I didn't want to build my rainwater system. Just didn't want to. It's tedious. I didn't know what I was doing. And then one day I kept looking at all these videos of rainwater systems, and some of them were brilliant, and some of them were, more work than they would actually work. And then they're going to leak later on, so I didn't want that. So what I did is I found a good one that had a manifold system, they call it. It's nothing but 3/4 inch PVC. That's the size I like to use. People use them all the way up to 2-inch pipes on the drum. So anyway, get the 55-gallon drums from the soda companies or any food grade type of 55-gallon drum, and it's got this little beautiful pipe. Now some of them expensive because they're not well thought out. Anyway, mine is 3/4 inch pipe. It ties into the downspout, puts a little 3/4 hole in it, 2 screws, and it runs out. Keep it level and run it right into the drum. Attach it in the drum. It keeps mosquitoes and everything out because it's a sealed system. That's what I love about it as well. Then with my manifold system, I put in ball joints, which is PVC ball joints, and the PVC piping, easy to cut. I had this tool that I bought at Harbor Freight, like $2, $3, and it cuts the PVC. And all you do is measure twice and cut once, and you glue all these pipes together. Bada boom, bada bang. Set them up on uh, two feet, two bricks tall of cinder block. That creates a gravity so that the stuff pours out really nice. When you do that, folks, I use 2 drums. That's close to 100 gallons of water. You can go up to 3, 4, 5, whatever, and it'll fill those drums up. It would be nice to have on your property sitting there about 400 gallons of water. If you ran into an emergency, you could tie in a filtration system to it so you could keep your family with water. If something were to happen and the water was shut off, you would still be able to hook this filtration system up to it to clean that water perfectly clean. You'd be able to drink it like that. But you'd also be able to feed your plants rain water. Best stuff on earth. Hey everyone, gonna run. Catch you all later. All right, take care now. Take care. I appreciate them for stopping in. Person for stopping in. I appreciate that. I use rainwater. Okay, let's see. If you go, it's, um, yeah, everything in your yard is already there, and you can compost it. Everything you can compost, and I love that, folks. You can compost any and everything on your property. I use tree branches, I use grass, I use leaves, I use whatever I can get a hold of, and I am and I am skeptical now of people bringing stuff to my house to say, hey, you want this? because I did that one time with a company. I said, look, just bring me leaves. You know what he did? He rolled up a pile of what they call them things, vines. And I still have those vines today. And that was years ago. He rolled them up. The pile was sitting there. The vines took off. Let's just say that they took off, and they're here today. Um, I never seen the guy anymore. Never seen him again, and I learned something from that. But I've learned, even sometimes a trying thing could also be a good thing. I use those vines as compost too. I take them and pull them from the ground, set them somewhere, let them dry out, and then I turn around and add them to the ground. Bada boom, bada bang. They're nothing but organic matter. They have deep root taps and all that, deep tap roots. Um, and that's what I use. I use them as well. Everything that comes from my green earth out there, I use. I use them. When I get my chainsaw back up and running, there's nothing wrong with it. It's been sitting for a long time. When I get it back up and running, I'm going to be cutting tree limbs like that, about that long, and put them around my fruit trees and let them fertilize for years. Nothing like having a fertilizer that you can put around the trees. It will bring up the biology, worms, and all kind of different types of insects will be around underneath the wood. They'll be under there eating and mating and creating a habitat for them. And as they live and die and party and eat and everything, they die and they create nitrogen, potassium, and phosphorus. They create all of that, and they put that stuff underneath, on the ground, and everything. Well, folks, this has been my show for the day, and I loved it. I enjoyed it. I was out there in the garden today. I got out there and got it done, and everything's starting to warm up out there. And the cold nights now are about 60 degrees. That's cold. Used to be down to 40 and all that, and I was losing plants left and right. So that's where I'm at. And my tomato plants are taking off. They're doing pretty good. I had a hard time getting them started this year. I will say that. Um, but I'm thinking about putting some more seeds in to get started because I think that's what I want to do. Morning as we slept the night away. All right, good folks, thank you very much. This has been the Morning Garden Show. I appreciate each and every one of you for stopping in. And please do so again. We appreciate having you. When I say we, myself and the plants and everything, we appreciate it because you tuning in helps me out to know that there are still gardeners left out there. There's a lot of gardeners. I don't get a lot of people on this channel, but I do get them in, and they come in, and they're very loyal. And I appreciate you. Thank you very much. This has been the Morning Gardener. And remember, I always say, keep on growing. Thank you very much.